are live.
We live now.
Yes, we are live.
Your volume.
My volume.
That's your volume.
What about now? There's still an echo.
That's
That's
only
only
after.
after effect. But we're not being back.
Good
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are
At the
at the
struggle
struggle
break.
break.
This is not the struggle break.
We are the smoke break.
There is definitely an echo. Let me check.
Smoke break.
There is definitely an echo. Let me check. Definitely an echo.
But just turn your volume down, like
You hear nothing.
What about now?
yeah.
Let me see. Testing. 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 I still don't like it.
That's what we got to deal with. We're going to hear both voices.
I guess.
We don't have
Lapel mics.
We need them. I have some that Thomas Kenny gave me.
Are they Android compatible?
No, I'd plug it into my laptop.
So, a lot of things are happening in the world, especially locally.
Oh my God.
Melly Mel has apologized to Eminem and took his diss song down.
I
I
guess
guess people outside of hip hop speaking about Melly Mel being the biggest hater in hip hop got to him.
Mel, that was not a diss song. I don't know what that was. That was absolute basura.
Which speaks to upholding your own legacy and not tarnishing. Melly Mel, a lot of rappers you despise wouldn't exist if it wasn't for your existence. There would be no Slick Rick, there would be no Snoop Dogg, there would be no DMX, there would be no Eminem if it wasn't for Melly Mel. All of these artists have expressed not only admiration, but citing him as direct inspiration to their style.
His diss song sucked.
Badly. People from his own generation said so. I won't name names because some of them are high profile. But yeah. Bro. And it's not like old school rappers can't still rock. Because Melly Mel was just recently on a hit song with Macklemore, Hugo D, and Cass is on there too.
Talking about diss tracks, guess who just dropped to number 3 in the Republican charts? I mean, primary polling.
Who's that?
Ron DeSantis.
The book hater.
How are you getting washed by a man who's facing indictment in 4 states? That's how much of a piss poor candidate he is.
Well, it doesn't get no more Florida than that.
The man hates books. Like, okay, so apparently, in order to figure out like who he was gonna date or if he was gonna break his date off, he would mispronounce words. And if the woman corrected him on a date, then he would sit there and like just cut it off and like delete the date because he didn't want a woman to correct him.
Didn't the Supreme Court rule his book ban unconstitutional because it infringes on the First Amendment?
Cultural wars and class wars right now, I guess, are winning him elections. People eventually will get tired of it. Gen Z is getting older, thank God. But these Gen Alpha children are absolutely feral. So, what do you mean? They're feral.
Well, let's hope that Gen Z can maintain influence.
Gen Z has no hope. They just go out and vote now and dox people and eat hot Cheetos.
Blame Hollywood for making one of those post-apocalyptic movies in the 80s and 90s.
Well, I mean, blame our parents and them for the economy. They've seen what happened to millennials. They promised us the world and then they just
Fuck you.
pretty much. It's like you see these safety nets that we grew up with and that we have and that allowed us to give you a good life. So,
We were so optimistic about the future.
yo,
We're still
fact.
waiting on flying cars. And Gen Z's looking at us like, why did you watch this?
Leave me alone. I like the Jetsons and I grew up on Flintstones vitamins.
You know that George Jetson, his job consists of pushing one single solitary button. You know how many hours a day he worked?
How many?
One.
I love that.
He worked 1 hour a day.
And
And he came home so tired
from
from
sitting down
and pushing one button
I would too.
and talking to a talking computer.
So, just out of curiosity, how many times did he have to push the button?
I
I
would
would
say
say every other second,
So, just
every 2 seconds.
every 2 seconds, he just pushes a button.
That's it.
for 1 hour
a day. Enough to live in a luxury high rise several feet above the Earth's surface.
And take care of a family and have a robot made on a single family income.
Yeah, and have a son in private school.
Yeah.
And 2 pets.
He had the dog, Astro.
He also had the alien with the spring legs.
Oh yeah, eventually.
That was the 80s cartoon.
Yeah. Every 80s cartoon needed a sidekick.
It's funny, it's based on a family from the 60s.
So here's my thing. So some of the candidates got into the primary, right?
Yeah.
Now, what I really don't like is the fact that well, condolences to Nick LeBron for not getting enough signatures.
That is a shocker.
Yeah, it is.
Because every bodega in the city you go to, you see a Nick LeBron poster. Everywhere you go where someone speaks Spanish, there's a Nick LeBron poster. So somebody tell me why LeBron didn't have enough signatures. I'm actually surprised.
Yep.
What happened? That's what I'd like to know.
So here's what happens next, right? So now Coleman and Fanfara are going to be on the primary. So people are going to get to vote. I feel that whoever wins the primary should go on, and the other 2 candidates at that point should unite behind the winner. I've heard like rumblings that certain candidates, if they don't win the primary, have also petitioned for the general, and I'm like, why?
They really, really want to be mayor. That's why.
I mean, I get it, but if you lose the primary, then it should be done. Why are you going to continue? Like, people already spoke for the primary.
All right.
Oh, you finally rolled up. So, some people have foregone that option. So, the primary option, and primary ballots are actually really difficult to get on. But my whole thing is at this point, if you got on the primary ballot, just be happy with that. Why should people who petition for the general, that's different. But if you lose the primary, you lost the primary. Why are you going to continue? Like, oh my God, thirsty.
I mean, if you really, 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 really want that job. I really wholeheartedly believe you can do a better job than anyone else.
Yeah, but if the people have already spoken, then the first thing you vindicated is that you don't listen to the will of the voters. Like, yes, there was interest to get you onto the primary. at that point, whoever wins the primary, that should be it.
But this is America. We don't give up.
Because if you lose the primary and then you continue, what you're showing voters is that you don't listen to them.
Honestly, have we ever been listened to in the first place?
No, not at all.
Well, I won't speak on who directly, but I would speak on what hasn't. There's certain things that haven't really been addressed by any of the candidates.
What's up?
Well, there's been talk about housing. There's been talk about gentrification. There's been talk about homelessness.
Today there was talk about fair wages and stuff like that. So there was another barrel debate this morning after last night.
Okay, what about education?
Yeah, there's been talks about education.
What about violence prevention?
Yeah, and they're doing a forum on that too.
Yeah, while we're doing a forum, somebody else is going to get shot.
Oh, yeah, it's a hot suburb. Oh, so we passing this one?
Yeah. We've been having forums and discussions and meetings and rallies for decades. People still getting shot. So what's the true violence prevention?
What's the cause of what's going on?
What's the cause of violent tendencies?
Why is it that this doesn't happen in places that doesn't have poverty?
Because places that don't have poverty don't have rampant mental health issues, PTSD, and kids growing up with developmental issues, behavioral issues due to environmental pollution, noise pollution, starvation in some places. Some people are living in straight up squalor and still expect to go to school with a clean uniform and learn some shit.
Yep.
Meanwhile, the classmates know that they can't afford food, and school lunch is probably the only meal they get the whole day.
Well, and breakfast now.
But then there's the have versus the have-nots, and America is very, very good at playing that game.
Extremely good.
And no amount of school uniforms is going to hide that. So kids they harbor this resentment, this unwillingness to open up. They want to act out, they want to be seen, they want to be heard, but they don't know how to do it formally. So when they're given, they'll take it when they don't need to, and when they're given to it, they freeze up.
I wish that more of the cannabis funds would come into Hartford and into these places, and that they actually help finance, low income houses. And I mean, low income, like we should be getting these at a deal. We should be, people should be financing businesses for us. This cannabis revenue should really be changing lives. And I feel like it's going to be a whole bunch of money going towards the general fund. And, we get the remainder.
Hey, America, there'd be no crime if nobody was poor.
Yeah, but then afterwards, guess what happens?
What?
If they actually solved poverty instead of subcontracting this, subcontracting that, people would lose jobs.
I'm just saying, you don't see poor people in Monte Carlo. You don't see poor people in Singapore. You don't see poor people in Vatican City. These are all city states. It's a prime example that poverty breeds crime.
Yep. What would correctional officers, probation officers, judges, cops, what would everyone do if there was no poverty? Mental health issues were resolved, there was no hunger, everyone had housing. What would be the function of police and everyone else? Would they become social workers?
Traffic control.
Yeah, traffic control.
Just like in the cartoons.
Well, I mean, everyone would have Teslas.
Yeah, and the cops would still have to wrap the right gloves and the whistle.
That'd be kind of cute. That would be cute.
Firefighters have to get pet cats out the tree again
That'd be kind of nice.
instead of cleaning up bullet holes for the ambulance.
Talking about bullet holes, did you hear what happened to Rudy Giuliani?
Sent up the river.
Rico. You know, John Gotti right now is sitting there looking at the situation from wherever he is, heaven or hell, with a smile. Because,
Trump fucked him over something.
no. Giuliani indicted him under Rico.
And
And
now
now Rudy Giuliani is being indicted under Rico.
Yeah.
Donald John Trump is indicted under Rico in the state of Florida by the same woman that's locking up the young thug.
What did Young Thug do again?
Rico.
What did he do for Rico?
Basically, him and his whole label was a bunch of bloods carrying out real crimes against Crips, including famous Crip rappers.
The fuck is wrong with you? For what?
Young Thug, you are basically you could have been a New World icon. You already came out different. You came in on the scene as a totally different artist. And then, along the way, you started stepping your guard game up, but still, leave the goddamn streets alone. They're nothing for you. Look at Gucci. Look at Fetty Wap. Leave the streets alone.
Gucci got calm though.
No, Gucci's living his best life.
He is. He put that woman through
He's in shape. He got straight teeth. He can breathe right. He got a woman by his side that is loyal and down for him. And the man was wearing blue biker shorts. The man's blood. He was smiling. Gucci Mane never smiled before.
Them big ass, denture looking, veneer ass teeth, yo.
Him and Jeezy finally truced. Gucci Mane is an example of how to turn your life around.
Okay, is there? I mean, should we talk about the verses?
Yes, there was tension. Yeah, Gucci tried it. Jeezy remained a gentleman. In the end, Gucci kind of regretted trying to poke at him, and they shook hands and they're cool now.
Yay!
No more beef.
Hooray!
He still killed one of his homies. Still.
Oh,
I mean, they did set him up.
yeah. Well,
Where he was ass naked while shooting.
are they Christian here? Because I'm hoping they can find some Christian forgiveness or something. Because they need to find a reason. Holy shit, yo!
They used a woman to set him up. They had him in bed. He was so off. He was vulnerable, and then they attacked him, and he missed. He had no clothes on. He grabbed his gun. He didn't miss. Street legend has it said that after he took care of he got dressed and took care of the body, he went to find a different girl to fuck.
Wow. Well,
Legend has it the body was buried behind a middle school. In a totally different
so it was self-defense.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the problem here? I mean, chalk it up to the game.
Jeezy claims he has no role in that attack, and the person that happened to be killed was Jeezy's close best friend.
I got a question. So, do you think Trump killed his wife or his ex-wife?
I believe that Trump made bodies no one ever heard.
You know what? Not his ex-wife.
Every old school New Yorker knows that Trump had mob ties in the 80s.
Do you think there's papers with her?
I don't know.
Because I'll tell you something, right? Can we go later? So, in Puerto Rico, when you get buried, they actually raise your body up sometimes and will put you in like the remnants who have like little bones and stuff. They'll put you in a smaller box, and you're usually in the family plot. For my dad, we cremated him and just put him in the family plot, and each one of us took a pendant. Now, I do believe she was cremated. That's something that they said. I don't know if that's a Catholic thing, but a lot of people opt for that, and a lot of Puerto Ricans opt for that because you do generally get put in a smaller box.
Trump is the product of
But there might be papers in there.
a German American and a Swedish immigrant made Donald Trump. So I doubt any of that happened.
I do think she's in there. They probably put her ass in an urn and filled the rest up with paperwork.
You know what? I think there's paperwork in there.
Uh-huh.
I think the PP tapes are in there.
Come on, that shit's digital.
DVD.
Now, here's the thing about Putin, right? Putin is famous for deep fakes. He's done this to journalists and other prominent people. If he does it to Trump, which I think he might have threatened, fuck it. So what? Embrace it. Okay? You know he's done that to people. Why? But here's the thing. If it's real, deny it anyways or embrace it. Whatever.
How would the world feel if we found out that President Obama had a foot fetish?
That's not abnormal.
Yeah, but it's abnormal to know how the president is getting jiggy with it in the bedroom.
Okay, so
Mr. President.
Besides Marilyn Monroe
and a certain young, thick Jewish lady.
I feel so bad for her, yo. She was 22 years old. This was the fucking president, right? And part of a report is now a permanent record about the president's sexual habits.
Yeah, she heard about Nancy Reagan's
oh yeah, that's too, yo. Can we talk about Nancy Reagan? Holy shit. Like, now we know the biggest chicken head in the world is Nancy Reagan. Or not Pinky, not Superhead. It was Nancy Reagan, yo.
Just say no, lady. Just say no. I remember that stupid ass rap song, and they tried to get EU involved because they happened to be in DC and doing the butt was a big hit. So let's get the band that did the butt song to say just say no.
Okay, so let's continue with that, right? So Ronald Reagan was actually really progressive before getting with Nancy Reagan. He was part of the union. He was very big into organizing. Very, very liberal man. Nancy Reagan's head was so good. Look at what the fuck he did.
He quit Hollywood, got into politics, took guns away from the Black Panthers, and created the fuckery in LA.
Yes. And shout out to the NRA for promoting gun rights one time. I think I might sit there and repost that on Twitter when I get a chance.
Yeah. Speaking of bullshit actors, because we were talking about Ronald Reagan. Not exactly bullshit, but your boy Giuliani. He was in a recent Hollywood film. And he was doing naughty things in a recent Hollywood film. Anyone in the audience familiar with Borat 2? And the scene of him taking his pants down before everyone damn near broke character to stop him.
Yep.
He was ready for some young immigrant not speaking English action.
And now he got charged.
Somebody raided his computer. He probably got CP on there.
What do you mean?
I can't say it on camera, but it's a certain type of content.
Yo,
He seems like the type to be that dirty.
I don't know if he is. I hope not.
That Borat scene raised some eyebrows.
He married his cousin.
A middle-class Jewish man from Britain who just exposed president's lawyer in a Hollywood film, a spoof movie.
You remember when Giuliani, like everyone looked up to him because the economy was on an upswing. Therefore, he got credit for cleaning up Times Square, even though there was just a better economy. And then afterwards, 9/11 happened, and everyone just whatever. And
I think 9/11 did a good job at covering up Rudy Giuliani's bullshit because there was more pressing issues. A couple of buildings just fell on people.
yeah, and I mean, he could have gone away like that, and in the back of everyone's mind, he would have just retired a hero, and he would have done shitty things to people under wraps. But he wouldn't have gone to prison for the rest of his life. And now look at him.
We have a clip of him dressed in drag. He did that, and that's forever embedded in his books. Every time I hear Giuliani's name, I keep thinking of that Biggie lyric. I've seen body after body after Mayor Giuliani. I ain't trying to see no black man turn to John Gotti.
Yeah. So let's talk about how he sowed the seeds for his own demise.
Let's talk about how both Don and Rudy sowed the seeds of their demise. Let's start with Rudy. What did Rudy do to himself?
Rico.
Mm-hmm. Wasn't the whole Rico thing his idea?
Yeah. So obviously, when you attempt to overturn an election, I mean, that's just what the fuck happens.
Oh yeah, let's talk about Donald J. Trump and what he did to his goddamn self.
Four separate states, and Kanye's publicist is one of the people who also got arrested, yo.
All because of a law that who wrote?
Oh, you talking about the documents?
Mm-hmm.
So these are here's the thing. So each previous administration took documents home, whatever, they had servers, there was always some shit, but it wasn't illegal.
Mm-hmm.
Donald Trump actually signed a law stating that it would be illegal attempting to screw over Hillary Clinton. And what ended up happening to him was that in that attempt to screw over Hillary Clinton, he took documents home. He got caught with them. He was indicted under the law that he signed off on at his own request.
See, in the South, they call that spitting against the wind. And he hocked a big loogie in a windstorm.
So, best of luck to you, Donnie. Then what else was there? There was Kanye's publicist.
Oh, you dumbass.
Okay, so I guess here's the thing. I guess she did it at Kanye's request. My thing is, I would have dropped him immediately because she has like an extensive clientele of people. Yes, she used to also represent R. Kelly, but she represents like royalty and other celebrities. She didn't have to throw away her career. She could have dropped them.
What?
She wanted to go to the poll workers' house to speak on Trump's behalf.
Stupid.
And she got indicted.
Stupid.
Black women for Trump.
Stupid. Wasn't two ladies I was taping for Trump forever. One of them passed away. Trump ain't say shit.
Oh, you talking about the didn't she have like COVID or something and she was a COVID denier, Silk and Diamond and Soap.
Stupid.
I forgot which one died, but
Doesn't matter. She's stupid.
yeah.
Because the whole time you basically built a career off of metaphorically sucking his dick. Your whole fame is based on praising Trump.
Oh wait, I think he sent a tweet. Didn't he send a tweet?
Did he even type it himself?
I'm not certain.
Did he have to be reminded to rewrite a tweet to his biggest black supporters?
Have you seen what's his name? Now, here's the thing. So most of us, like we might know about Candace Owens in passing.
Stacey Dash to somewhat getting her sanity back, but she was also stupid.
Yeah. The bitch who got her start on BT, but I digress.
Stupid.
Now most black and brown people don't know the names of prominent black conservatives. It's just not something we talk about. It's not, in our culture. So
we knew Herman Cain and the guy that ran against Obama at the Senate. That's it.
Kind of, yeah, like we kind of know. But there's one that actually rose to prominence. Holy shit, he rose to prominence talking shit about liberals while eating fried chicken.
You're not talking about Herschel Walker, are you?
Nah. He sells pancake mix now. He calls it like Cousin T's pancake mix because he said he's like uncancelable, unlike Aunt Jemima and shit.
Is it the doctor?
Nah. I'll show you Twitter afterwards. I forgot his name, like Terrence, I think his name is.
Is it just as bad as Adobo No?
It makes Adobo No look respectable.
It's not.
It makes Adobo No look respectable.
That's like having Jason Voorhees moon you with his undead ass, and you look at him and say, at least he used lotion.
It's that bad.
Hey, Freddie, you need some Jason Voorhees lotion. His skin looks a bit dry and burnt.
All right, well, guys, it's gonna be that time. Talk to you later. Stealth is gonna sit there and plug his shit real quick though, and I'm gonna plug mine.
All right, let's see real quick. August 22nd, Lost Tribe will be at the West End Farmers Market. That's at Clemens Place. You'll see the stand. 26th, we will also be at New Park Brewery. That's at 6 p.m. We also have a haircut event coming up.
The haircut event on the 20th. We also have one on the 27th. So check that out on Twitter. And we'll talk to y'all later.
All right. Peace.
Bye.